people can have all the money in the world, and even if you look at all these nice salons and spas and Massage Envy or Massage Heights or what, these chains,
Yeah.
even those owners have problems. They're married, but they probably married 3 or 4 times. They have multiple kids. They have multiple problems. So it may seem like they have it all together, but trust me, we're all going through something.
We are all going through something.
In this pandemic, even the biggest stores have shut down. Even at the airport, they're like, wow, how are we gonna? We can't even. The pandemic has opened up so many people's eyes to realize that no one's immune to anything. Like no one, not even the government, not no one. And so everybody's trying to save their little, pennies any way that they can.
Yeah.
And hold on to it. And it is a hard juggle. It really, really is. But I'm glad most of those stores went out of business because most of them got on my nerves back in the day, or they were too expensive for people. They didn't want to cater to certain people.
Yeah.
So they needed to go. But anyways, during the pandemic, you actually have battled through a lot of things that most people cannot endure because even if you want to open up your own business, if you have a little bit of money, but what if you lose this job? What if you get injured? Yeah. There's a lot of unknown variables that people think that we have healthcare coverage. Like, no, if you're self-employed, you're kind of on your own. It
doesn't work that way.
If you hurt your hands or your leg, you can't.
It doesn't work that way. You're right. You are so right. The pandemic changed a lot for me because, again, I was fresh as a business owner. I was doing Recreate You since 2016, but it was stagnant and it was a hobby. It wasn't a business. It was mainly because I didn't believe in what I felt like I knew I was supposed to have. I didn't really feel like I deserved that. I was going through a self-love issue. And then graduating into 2018, my dad passed away. A couple of months after that, my grandmother passed away. And a month after my dad passed away, my job closed down. So all of that colossal in 1 year, not even a whole year, like 6 months. And when that happened back to back, I had to make the decision. I was like, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm going to be serious about my business and I'm going to do this. So if you realize it, the pandemic came right after that. So here I am, fresh, brand new, registered business, just coming out of school with training, everything. I'm excited, and then boom, COVID hit, right? So I've literally only had 1 year of being a business owner before COVID hit, and I was all mobile. So you can imagine when that hit, when March came in, I had to contact clients, and clients are like, oh, no, you can't come to my house. Oh, no, we can't do this. We got to wear masks. How do you instruct a stress management session with a breathing session, yoga session in a mask? You know what I mean? So it doesn't work, So then, having to make that decision of, wow, do I go back to a 9-to-5 or do I continue to believe in my business? It was hard. We lost a lot as a family. We lost a lot. We had to end up moving and downgrading where we lived. A lot of things happened. My husband ended up getting hurt on his job, so he wasn't working. It was the worst experience when it came to trying to figure things out. But then it was, okay, let's go back to the blueprint. How can we make this work out for our best? Let's do, some virtual sessions. Let's be outside in the open and do some things. So again, it's always about what's in here. That's right? It's always about your survival tactic as far as what you want and how bad you want it.
That's right. Because you know how like some people, we all go to church and how somebody says, hey, I need somebody to testify this morning. And then Sister Johnson or whoever raised their hand, you ain't said nothing. Like you really been battle tested. And then that word testify is the word test. Like you've been tested. And so you can really tell people and that's why we're doing this interview because most of the other business owners that I've dealt with, they have cushions. They have actual, and I went to school in Northern Virginia, which most of those people out there in Northern Virginia, Reston, Herndon, Clarendon, all those areas, Fairfax County, they're very well, these people don't even need to go to esthetician school or massage school. They don't. They have the money. They just did something to do something. And so when the pandemic hit for them, me asking them how they cope and they still have filet mignon or lobster for breakfast, it doesn't make sense. So that's why it was
definitely hard, and it was like I had to, and again, like I said, battling with my own inner thoughts because while things are happening on the outside, you got to still deal with the inside, So it was that moment of, oh my God, can I do this? Am I successful enough to do this? Will I get to this point? Should I just forget it? So it was all of those moments of self-doubt where it was like, okay, I have a choice now. I'm either going to sink or swim. Either way, the time is still going to come and go, but I need to make a decision as to what is my heart. You know, it can be hard and lose everything and just go ahead and wallow in that, or it can be hard and get up and do what I got to do to get what I want. You know, so it was that hard moment, and a lot of sacrifices made, you know, like personal sacrifices, financial sacrifices, hardships that we had to endure because we had to keep our eye on this matters. I could have easily went out there and got a 9-to-5 and just said, and this is not, don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with it at all, trust me, if that's what you choose to do. But in my own personal testimony, it was, if I go out here and do this, then I'm giving up on what I know God put inside of me, you know. So it was, I couldn't do it. So it's just making a decision every morning that I'm going to do this to the best of my ability by any means necessary. That's literally.
Right. And lastly, like, I'm so happy that you explained everything for us. You took time out of your schedule to even talk to us. And I do this for people who are going through the same things, even if you are rich, but maybe your mind isn't rich, maybe your depression ain't rich, or your anxiety isn't rich.
Yeah.
So we all go through those problems, even if you have money. So it's for people's self-help or awareness, and so you don't have to be depressed or think it's just you. Because we all think that at the end of the day, you could be with somebody, you could be the greatest person in the world, or married 10 times, but still be lonely. You know what I mean? Because maybe they might not see where you're coming from. Or, and plus with men, you know, we have, you know, problems. We don't listen. We're touched in certain ways. I know. So I appreciate you coming in and explaining to everybody about the hardships. It's not all peaches and cream, even during the pandemic. So if you can even survive this, plus family job, all that stuff, it shows that, wow, I really can do this. And if you have the means, like like super dollars, or people that have really back you, loans, credit score, then you can flourish no matter what. You know what I mean? Even during a pandemic, you can still get rich. But if you don't have all those things, and we're trying to start from like bottom on up, it's hard. It really is.
And it teaches you. And I honestly, if I had a choice of which way to go as far as which road to take, I would still take this road. And I say that because it teaches me tenacity, it teaches me value, it teaches me appreciation of where I am, because when it's handed to you, you don't really appreciate it as much as when you got to get it out the dirt. You know what I mean? So it's like, okay, if it's somebody here, you can have this, whatever. Oh yes, I'm gonna take it, and I'm gonna be great, and all of these wonderful things. And again, if this is your situation, I'm not knocking it. God bless you. But when you have to get out there and roll your sleeves up and make those decisions where, you know, you can go in a room and cry real quick, but then you got to show up and smile, it's like you have a different appreciation for it. Wow, this is my business, you know. And although my personal business is in this small space here, to me this is colossal. This is big, because this is something that I once only seen here, you know, and now it's manifested into a physical location. So for me, it's like I went through those moments, and I can actually say, wow, I got here through that, because I could have stopped in that, you know. So it is definitely a difference.
Yeah, and that's what most of life is. Like, yes, it can knock you down, but are you gonna stay down or get back up? It's how many times you get up.
If you fall on your back, it's okay, because you can see the sky and you know you can get back up.
Amen.
It's a big deal. It's a big thing.
It is. Because then you go overseas, and I've been around, and we think we live in the ghetto, we think we live poor, but I'm like, no, it's always super worse somewhere else. And as you can see, like on TV, with, you know, people trying to hang on to the airplane, you know, Afghanistan, people, you know, because we pulled out of Afghanistan, and it's like that was their lifeline. Like, without us there, now somebody can come and actually harm our family. People, and see how crazy that is. It's like, wow, we were their protection. And you're right, no matter what we're going through here, somewhere else it's
always worse.
Crazy stuff. Floods, hurricanes going on right now. Pandemic, which is kind of getting under control with vaccines and stuff, but we've gone through a lot this year alone and last year. So yes, you are doing it, seriously. You are really on. And even if you don't, you just said something earlier where this is big to me. Like, even just having these four corners, people think that you have to have like a mansion to be super successful.
I felt that way too.
Yeah, I think we all get that. We all
I really went through a moment before I came in here, because I was like, when I start, I gotta have a big, you have this in your mind. It's like, I need a building, I need this, and I can't do it if it's not this. And then it was that moment where you pause and you're like, no, you just start. You just start. And as you start, regardless of where you are, it could be this, it can be in a room, it can be whatever that is your start. And then you move, and then you go, and then you grow, and then the blessings come in. But you start wherever you are. Like I say, even with mobile, like I was scared to start, to be honest, because I was like, oh my gosh, people are gonna judge me. I gotta go in people's houses. It was so many different thoughts going, carrying this bed up steps. It was a journey. And then it was like, okay, even now, like when I added on some of the different things for like facials and stuff, I was like, where am I gonna fit all this stuff here? So you have those moments, but like you say, you start where you are.
That's right. Well, Bianca, again, like I said, I will talk a hole in your head. Can you at least let them know how to reach you and your business name, social media, all that good stuff? Okay.
Yes, so we are Recreate You Wellness Boutique. We are physically located at 8201 Corporate Drive in Landover, Maryland, but you can follow us on all social medias at Recreate You Wellness. So again, Instagram, Facebook, and you go on our Instagram, it'll allow you to go to the link that'll take you to the website.
All right, wonderful. And if you guys missed anything, I will have all the links in the description below. Just click on the little show me more box and all the links will pop up where you can contact her at any time. Well, no, not any time. No, don't mess up now.
Like, hold on now. Let's keep it within this perimeter.
Oh man. Oh, I'm so sorry. Before we go, for when you did home visits, how was your protection? Like, what did you do to protect you? Because I get the question all the time, and my answer may be a little rough and archaic. I know I'm safe with what I carry and stuff like that, but I don't carry it into the house unless I know I'm in the backwoods or somewhere and I have, and they don't know I have something on. But I've been to some houses where, let's just say for instance, I went to a house, it was a bachelorette party, nice house, but it was in the middle of nowhere, like the sticks.
Oh yeah.
And I get there, and she's like, "Oh, you're gonna set up downstairs," and I go downstairs, and this is like Dracula's castle, like the steps wind down, like we about to go visit Dracula himself.
Ooh.
And I was terrified for a moment. I was like, "Wait a minute, where are these steps? These steps are so huge."
Yeah.
The house is huge, but the underground was even bigger. They had a pool underground.
Oh yeah.
I'm talking about a swimming pool, not no just jacuzzi, nothing.
Yeah.
It was beautiful. But on the back wall was all this memorabilia, KKK memorabilia, old World War Confederate flags, muskets, like slavery chains, everything.
Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
And that's the one time I didn't take my whip because I just assumed the house was so beautiful. Like, it's nothing
and
but.
you just, but I bet in that moment.
Oh
like,
man.
Yeah.
And it was only one way into that basement, one way out of that basement. And I didn't take the money. I just, ma'am, I'm sorry. I can't do this. They were pissed because they did pay up front. They paid the deposit plus half up front because I had to travel for more than 200 miles or like 2 hours. And I just said, no, you can have your money back. So I'll take the gas if you're just getting out here, but you can have the $2,000. They were pissed.
I'm sure.
But then the husband came out, tracked me down, and said, "Hey, no, I'm just a collector." I'm like, "You just a collector of what? Souls, hearts, and minds? Like, what are you collecting?" Like, damn, what are you collecting? I don't care for memorabilia. Like, what else do you collect that I haven't found?
Yeah.
You be a collector of little kids. I don't know.
We don't know.
Nah, I'm out of here. So
that's the scary part.
How do you protect yourself? Like going on to like knife, gun, whatever you need to.
So when I was doing all mobile, I had the taser, I had the mace. I would send my location as soon as I pulled up.
Good.
That was my first thing. I would send the location. I would, and I know this may sound a little paranoid. I would take pictures of like my surroundings so that way it was in my phone because God forbid if anything happens and they have to pull my phone log up, they can see the pictures of the area that I was at.
Amen.
So that was my main thing, and then I started to get a little comfortable. And like you said, would lead, I would be forgetting, my taser's at home, or and then I'm like, well, let me just go in here and see how it works. But I did have one of those creepy situations. It was like in the cut of like I think it was like old Annapolis or something, but it was like you had to go up these stairs and around the corner into this room, and I'm sitting here and I was like, Lord, this will be the day, like just keep me today, little nervous, but then I got in and it was her little space. Like she had a small space that she was renting out. So it wasn't a bad thing. It didn't turn out bad, but it was very unnerving from the car to to the location to set up, you know. And that I think was one of those moments when I was like, yeah, I think I need to. Yeah,
right.
Only for specific clients. Like I still do mobile for certain clients that I know that are, you know, been with me for a while, and it's like I trust them, I know them, I know the area, I know their family, but it can be a lot. So yeah.
A lot of new therapists or people who get into our profession, they'll choose to do mobile because yes, you make more money, you can charge what you want to charge, but the money
and the tips
doesn't.
Are good.
Right, all the time, but it doesn't protect you from, like, money will never jump out of his pocket and say, hey, wait a minute, you can't shoot this person, I'm $1 or I'm $100. So the money is never really worth. Even if they offer so much, then they can have somebody in the house with them. I've been around dogs, jealous boyfriends who still have keys to the apartments or houses.
Oh my gosh.
Man, so it's like, yeah, home stuff, it's good for a while, but then again,
it's a protection. That's why I said, because like here, this is a secure building. You know, where I know you have to go downstairs, you have to come upstairs, you have to come through this door. We have cameras all out here in the hall, so I don't have to stress out about. Okay, I feel a little bit more comfortable. You know, Yeah,
because it's a big gamble. You drove here, your tags, like you didn't go through all that just to get caught.
That's right.
Stupid people. Now there are people who do push the buttons, because even at working at these nice hotels, spas that I worked in,
they still
people
try
still try. I'm like, what? With all the camera security, police outside, you know, security inside, they still, because people have stuff in their mind like, man, I haven't been touched in so long,
and I'm just gonna try my hand.
Right. Like, dang. But it's kind of low. It's like it's a small port, and then they still act right to a point. But when you go to those people's houses out in the wood, they could be.
You're
super
in their
drunk.
personal space. Yeah, you're in their territory, so it's a lot. So be careful, guys, if you're doing mobile.
Exactly. If you swim with alligators, you normally die. Let me no. That's.
But wait, wait.
Yeah, there's no survival. No, not everybody's an alligator. I don't know why I said okay. Well, I'll read.
Be careful. Look, be careful. I don't know about the alligators.
That's true. That's true. But thank you so much, Bianca.
Thank
You've been wonderful.
Thank you for
You're glowing.
Thank
everything.
you. It's probably in the background.
You're doing great. But thank you so much.
Thank you, guys, and it was great being here with you as well.
All right.